Jimmy Uso breaks up with Naomi after heartbreaking medical report reveals she can't have children. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we bring you a heartbreaking and deeply personal story that has sent shockwaves through the WWE Universe, one that goes far beyond the ring. WWE superstars Jimmy Uso and Naomi, real names Jonathan Fatu and Trinity Fatu, have long been celebrated as one of the most beloved couples in professional wrestling. Their love story inspired fans worldwide. Their chemistry, both in and out of the ring, was undeniable. Together, they faced fame, adversity, betrayal, and triumph. But now, that very foundation is cracking. In a stunning and emotional turn of events, Jimmy Uso has broken up with Naomi after a private medical report revealed something utterly devastating. Naomi is barren, a diagnosis that means she may never be able to have children. This tragic news, which was never meant to go public, has found its way into the wrestling community. And behind the lights, cameras, and in-ring performances lies a deeply emotional journey of pain, grief, sacrifice, and separation. In today's story, we take you inside the heartbreak, the private conversations, and the emotional collapse of one of WWE's most iconic couples. A love built in WWE. To truly understand the gravity of this moment, we have to start at the beginning, with a love story that blossomed inside the very halls of WWE. Trinity Fatu, known to the world as Naomi, entered WWE as a background dancer and quickly worked her way up through FCW, NXT, and into the main roster. Along the way, she met Jonathan Fatu, Jimmy Uso, one half of the legendary USO brothers. Their connection was instant. A mixture of friendship, respect, and chemistry evolved into a beautiful romance. The two dated for years before tying the knot in January 2014. Through ups and downs, brand splits, tag team battles, and world tours, Naomi and Jimmy remained rock solid. Fans praised them for being a rare example of true love in a chaotic industry. From total divas to real-life interviews, their affection and admiration for each other was always on display. Naomi once called Jimmy her anchor in the storm. Jimmy famously said, "She's the only glow I need." But while their public lives were full of energy and confidence, privately, they battled a heartbreak they kept away from cameras: the struggle to have children. Years of silent struggle. For years, Naomi and Jimmy had been trying to start a family. Sources close to the couple say that around 2016, shortly after their marriage, they quietly began trying to conceive. When nothing happened after over a year, Naomi underwent medical evaluations. There was no definitive answer at first. Doctors suspected stress, travel schedules, and hormone imbalances from intense physical training. Both Naomi and Jimmy remained hopeful. After all, many women in the sports world have children later in life. But with every passing year, the silence grew louder. During interviews and reality TV appearances, they cleverly dodged questions about children. Naomi always smiled, saying, "It'll happen when the time is right." Jimmy would nod, always hopeful. Behind closed doors, however, Naomi had already begun experiencing an emotional breakdown. She confided in close friends that she felt like a broken woman, ashamed of something she couldn't control. Jimmy, always supportive, reassured her constantly, saying he didn't need kids to validate their love. Still, the desire to build a family never went away. Naomi even reduced her travel schedule in 2021 to focus on her health and fertility treatments. The couple visited specialists in Miami, Los Angeles, and New York. They explored IVF, hormonal therapy, and even egg retrieval. But nothing worked. In early 2025, Naomi finally underwent an advanced diagnostic scan, and that's when they received the news that shattered their world. The devastating medical report. According to confidential sources close to the family, Naomi's final medical report was issued just 3 weeks ago. The verdict was devastating. Naomi had experienced irreversible damage to her reproductive system, likely due to undiagnosed endometriosis and complications from past injuries. The doctors were clear: her chances of natural conception were now less than 1%. Even with assisted technology, the odds were stacked against her. The word used in the report was infertile. For Naomi, it was like a death sentence, not just of a dream, but of identity. All her life, She had spoken about one day becoming a mother. That dream was over. She broke down in tears inside the hospital room. Jimmy was by her side when they received the results. According to those who were present, he held her for nearly an hour as they both cried in silence. They left the hospital without saying a word. For a few days, the couple stayed home, skipping events and cutting off communication with the outside world. Naomi entered a deep emotional depression. She reportedly told a friend, "I've failed him. I've failed our future." Jimmy tried to hold strong, but deep inside, he too was crumbling. Jimmy's breakdown. Despite his love for Naomi, Jimmy had always dreamed of becoming a father. Coming from the legendary Anoa wrestling family, with multiple generations of fathers and sons, Jimmy often expressed his desire to carry on the legacy, not just in the ring, but at home. He wanted a family. He wanted children. After Naomi's diagnosis, he tried to remain strong. He told friends, "I love her no matter what. We can adopt. We can figure something out." But the silence in their home was unbearable. The conversations were forced. The intimacy faded. Naomi began pushing him away, believing he'd be happier without her. She reportedly told Jimmy one night, "You deserve a family, Jay. A real one. I don't want to trap you in a life I can't give you." At first, Jimmy refused to hear it. He told her he didn't marry her just to have kids. He married her for her soul, her heart, her fight. But deep down, he knew she was right. After weeks of emotional detachment, sleeping in separate rooms, and painful silence, Jimmy made the hardest decision of his life. The breakup. On a quiet Sunday afternoon, Jimmy sat Naomi down in their Florida home. He didn't yell. He didn't blame her. He just cried. With tears streaming down his face, he told her, "I love you with everything I've got. But I think we're breaking each other more than we're helping each other. I need to heal, and I think you do too. I'll always love you, but I think we need to let each other go." Naomi didn't protest. She didn't scream. She just sat in silence, nodded, and whispered, "Okay." The two embraced for what felt like hours. No lawyers, no shouting, just two broken hearts realizing that love sometimes isn't enough. Jimmy packed a bag and left the house that evening. He moved in with his brother Jay temporarily. Naomi hasn't appeared publicly since. The wrestling world reacts. The story remained private for a few days until word quietly leaked to the WWE locker room. Friends were stunned. Bianca Belair, a close friend of Naomi, reportedly visited her in private and left in tears. Bailey posted a cryptic tweet, "Sometimes strength is choosing yourself." Jey Uso refused to comment but said, "Family comes first, always." Even WWE itself was caught off guard. Naomi was scheduled for a SmackDown storyline return. That return has now been postponed indefinitely. Sources say, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have extended unlimited time off to both Naomi and Jimmy as they navigate this emotional period. Where they stand now. As of now, Naomi and Jimmy are no longer living together. There's been no official divorce, but insiders confirm they are separated indefinitely. No legal paperwork has been filed yet, and sources close to the couple say the love still exists, but they are no longer functioning as a couple. Naomi has entered therapy and is focusing on her mental and emotional healing. She's expressed no intention to return to WWE anytime soon. Her inner circle says she's finding peace day by day.